We're going to be Rangers today. We're going to be Rangers today. Because Rangers sit up high. High on the perches of the mountains. Overlooking down all the terrain and land. Making sure things are going the way they're supposed to go. You know. So we're going to smooth it up. Let's get chill. Hey, is America back? I'm just wondering, is America back? I know there's a lot of turmoil going on right now. People are upset. Seeing things out there like people being deported or people's rights not being met, even though they're just agendas, they don't really have anything to do with the stride of humanity. That's why they don't even want to participate in things that are humane, like making humans. But we're not here to argue that. We're here to argue that Elon Musk is being able to, with the backing of President Trump, he's being able to audit this whole government. And they're finding wasteful spending and, all the homosexuals, whatever, forget all of that. Elon says that he's able to find half of the missing money. We were able to find half of 36. Or 37. That would take us down to like 16. 15 trillion in debt. With a GDP of 25 trillion a year. That'd be at least $8 trillion up. I don't think that's a problem. But who doesn't want this going on? Who wants to put in the same people to look over the problem that's been going on for decades? Who want to put somebody in there that's part of the same old shoe, the same old stick, the same old people? Trump signing executive orders to where the parents have the choice on which vaccines their kids take. Defunding schools with too much vaccine regulations where, they're forcing kids to take these pills. We're defunding them. Is America coming back strong? I don't know. Before, Elon tried to audit this place, we were all $300,000 in debt. Just off what they spent. Now they're taxing you all the time. You get taxed from all your checks, everything you do here. But you're $300,000 in debt. You're $300,000 in debt from the same people that told you to go outside and burn down your cities. This is for every American. For the people that told you to abort your children, your future backbones, your arms. Because eventually you guys get old. And, there was a thing called pride and honor back in the day. And, people didn't like being a burden to strangers. But I guess nowadays that's the thing to me. I see America coming back like a bolt of lightning. Because we're putting our foot down on a lot of things that we should have been put our foot down on a long time ago. You can't be a sucker in this big world. You also shouldn't be a bully neither. So with these other countries that were tariffing us through the roof, because Americans are like, tariffs are bad, but you didn't have no problem letting all these other nations rob us blind. Now that's what you need to think about. I want all of you to really think about that. When you keep arguing for these other nations and they're telling you that their leaders are corrupt, and then their leaders that are corrupt are taxing us out the brain, but you don't want us to return the favor. What Trump do with that Hindu leader? He told him, hey, India has some of the most highest tariffs on everybody. He said, I told him, whatever you take, he's like, you can go as high as you want. Whatever you tax us, we're going to tax you. People start talking, numbers is changing, things is coming out different, as they're supposed to. Biden stopped, I forgot what it's called, NOLA, something like that. We have liquid gold. We literally have an oil reserve that's damn near matching Saudi Arabia. It's like neck and neck. Biden shut that down and then drained out all of our emergency petroleum conserves that we had. All of our little containers of emergency petroleum. He used it up when we didn't have to. This is what I mean by, is America coming back strong? This is what I mean. When you have common sense around, things will get done. Good things will take place. They have to. You got structure there. You got order there. You got decency. You got dignity. You got responsible people in office and positions of watching and taking care of this net growth, this network. So many times I hear about people saying that these two very rich, powerful men want to rob the system, even though the system is falling apart. But the people have nowhere to go. Now, I don't know about you. If I was in a financial rut, I would want the best legal advice I could get, or financial advice. And if I was able to get, my books audited and checked out by one of the richest men on the planet, being one of the strongest nations on the planet, it would only suffice to be the wisest move I could make. I'd be a fool not to negotiate. To let this man, coach me on how to be better with money. I'd be a fool not to. So you can get all your scholars and leaders and people with credentials and degrees and all that different stuff. How many of them are worth $400 billion? And how many of them know how to make rockets that come back to where they took off from? America's getting better because brains are around. You see the squad Trump has around him, not the ones that are all in the camera. No, the guys in the background. Do you see them? Do you guys see them? For the record, they just had like a 40-minute press briefing yesterday, and he had all of them talk for a minute. Did you see those people? I feel so safe. I feel so safe and secure in what's going on. All of those people, from the woman to the men, all had cheap suits. All had cheap suits, and you could tell they were all geeks. These ain't swindlers. These aren't connivers. These are those nerds that stay overtime an extra 8 hours. That's who Trump's got with him. He's got all the ones that the left said wasn't cool enough. Just didn't fit in. I swear on everything I love. It's silly to say because there's so much testosterone and strength coming back. But at the same time, A real revenge of the nerds is taking place. It really is. Because Elon is not what you would consider hippity hop cool. You would consider him a geek. Richest man in the world. Richest man in the world. A lot of you say Trump's not cool. You say Trump's, corny as hell. Can't dance. President twice and a very powerful, rich, successful man. How have the American people been, evening out with just being cool? Just doing things to look good instead of to do good. See, it's a blessing, man. It's a blissful time, man. It really is. The auditing alone, seeing where the spending's going, that's going to clean America up overnight. Putting people in the conscious perspective of universal science, universal law, man and woman, there has to be diametrical opposites. That's how we get night and day, light and dark, good and bad, up and down, ketchup and mustard. The diversity, the duality has to be there. It has to be. We can't say that the female creation is the same as the male creation. They're equal in the rights. No. Universal law says that there must be a difference. Has to be. So, if you already have the differences between the two straight sexes, there's no need for gays or trans or anything of that nature because you already have the diversity right there. So bringing back common sense. Also not letting our daughters and our mothers and grandmothers be cheated out of their victories. We know men with home run, slam dunk, touchdown all over them. It's the whole reason they fought for their own leagues. And they deserve them. Doesn't mean you're going to fill up seats. Doesn't mean people are going to, super buy your memorabilia. Hey, I can only get you in the door. What you do while you're in there is on you. But getting it back to where the parents are the true, guiders of their vessels that they created, called their children. Instead of being poisoned and corrupted and infected so young that it would take a lifetime to get them right. Even though if you give them these surgeries, they'll never be right. It's like a refreshing door is open. And I think people are mad because who it is, even though they've had people who've done the same thing. When Obama smaller the government, nobody said anything. When Bill Clinton smaller the government, nobody said anything. Maybe because it went to the same people and into the same pockets. Maybe that's why, the paid off legacy media didn't say anything about it. Because, Politico got paid from U.S. aid too. That means media is getting paid from the government. That should be an eye-opener to everybody. Legacy media itself, has been getting a check from the U.S. aid. So now it makes you think again when you watch that interview with Putin and Tucker Carlson, and he says that even all the European media has been bought off by the USA. Don't you know that? Like, oh no, he's a traitor. Who's been having you argue with these people? Who's been having you worry about them stopping your money, stopping your oil, stopping your power, stopping your greatness, shipping your jobs off. Who's been making you weak? It's been a regime of relic swamp dwellers. We all said there should be a term limit. We all know that truth. A lot of these people are too old. They've been around too long. You've been too many dirty regimes. You've been right there. You didn't do anything. That's why I'll never understand the whole Biden vote. Well, the Obama push, but Obama was a token. None of you even knew who he was. He just came out of nowhere. But we know black women fall victim for decent-looking men. That's how they feel. Okay, great. And black men voted for him because he's supposedly a black man, even though he was raised in Hawaii. Has no political push with you whatsoever. And didn't do anything for you in the law. It's a great day. It's a great year. Old files coming out. JFK, MLK, RFK, 9/11. But for now, we really got to get that deficit down. And here's the thing. If we find all the money, because there's ghost checks been getting rid out too. Billions of dollars has been getting sent out for decades to people that don't exist. But where were they going? The money was going somewhere. The money is somewhere. There's a track record. The money has to be sent somewhere. You can call it a ghost check all you want. It's being sent somewhere. But no, they didn't want an audit. But why would we not? 77 million people wanted this. 77 million people in America want Elon to do what he's doing. We've always wanted somebody from the outside to do it. They're calling it a fourth branch of government. That's a cute statement. It's very cute. It's not a fourth branch. It's from the third. The third is the one who's bringing it in. The president is the one who is okaying this. And then you have other guys that Trump has around him that are pretty much saying the same thing. These guys have been stopping us from making money. They've been stopping us from finding new minerals, finding clean oil to work with efficiently. It's like, why would America stop when it has clean oil? And we would allow, Russia and China to capitalize in that business when they have crude oil. Saudi Arabia oil is okay, but ours is cleaner. Who would stop us from gaining, full supremacy? Because let's be honest, even if you guys feel a certain negative, China does not feel that way. The CCP wants world domination. Russia does not feel that way. Russia wants world domination. Korea does not feel that way. North Korea wants world domination. India does not feel that way. India wants world domination. Everybody does. Africans want to be free from their colonizers and gain their supremacy in their land, right? To do what with it? This old Kumbaya story. I thought they were the host of slave industry, period. The conception of using or selling people for bondage or goods. I could have swore they created this. Even if you want to go all the way back to the Bible, you're going to run into these type people regardless. Middle Easterns and Africans. So, enough with the pity parties. Enough feeling bad for people. Especially if they're going to come over here anyway, and I'm affording them an opportunity to come over here with a visa or a citizenship or dual citizenship or whatever you have. I afford these opportunities. I give a chance to make nobodies into somebodies. This is what I do. This is why I'm a corporation. I'm a dream. I'm an idea. I'm a concept. Afforded by a constitution and amendments woven behind a Bill of Rights. Or better yet, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the amendments were woven behind the Constitution. But that's where it's at. But it was about to fall off. McDonald's cannot make that many burgers. These strippers can't dance to that many songs. Can't. 37 trillion in debt. But why? That's what we're finding. So, is America coming back strong? Hell yeah. When America's standing on its feet and not living on its knees, asking the right questions, knocking on the right doors, kicking down the right doors. Not just letting these people sneak off in the middle of the night with the bags of money. Nah, we're finding the trail. See, there's a breadcrumb leading to these suckers too, which we've been following. So it's good to say that America is coming back strong. Seen the new military commercial. No more of this homo weak stuff. How the hell you gonna protect and show strength? Worried about sex. Sex is a form of weakness anyway. Everybody knows that. You're dealing with your lower self. That's why it's supposed to be love first. The catering, the grooming, or not grooming. Well, technically, you guys have kind of messed that word up because that's what it is. It's the bride and the groom. You know what I'm saying? He groomed her. He promised her great things, and he showed her. That's why she said yes to the proposal. It's like, it's just a proposal. She can always deny it. You cannot force a yes. So he has to groom her. He has to, cater to her. That's the whole point of it. They turn into some sick kid shit where it's like that. But remember, they were hating on masculinity anyway. So you can see why they did that. But I'm saying that to say this. If you take it like Christ took it, where Christ is the husband and the wife is the church, which is the people. He's marrying himself to the people, through this love of the sacrifice, what I'm saying, to bring you greatness. Okay. That's how we need to start looking at America. America is the wife. You know what I'm saying? America is the bride. You are the husband. That's how we need to start looking at this place. Because this is home. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have home being infiltrated. You can't have home being dirty. You can't have home being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You got to have home comfortable. Who wants to come home to chaos? No one does. You want your house clean. You want it smelling good. You want everything where you had it. You don't want your couch on the roof and your roof fan on the couch, on the floor. You get what I'm saying. America is getting better because America is being an adult. Kids let shit slide. Adults take care of business, and they hold things accountable and responsible because we do not need this roof falling on the baby's head. We just don't. We don't need the staircase falling down in the house. We just don't. You guys got to think about safety codes and safety protocols and regulations and stuff like that. Who created this? It's not the fake ones like the Democrats where they like how they have in California where it's like regulations at the yin yang. It's taking like 12 years to even get, permits passed to even build on a site to make something to better the people. No, we're not talking about that. That's people fidangling thought. I'm talking about the code regulators, the people who said, yo, this is not done mending. You know what I'm saying? The glue's not fully stuck yet. The welding's not done yet. Those type people. But that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. We're mending the wounds of this place. We're for mending the wounds of the people. The people have been hurting, bro. The people have been paying ridiculous for food, for lights, for living, for gas, for, schools, scholarships, tuitions. It's like a lot has been on the backs of these people, and they're being robbed at the same time. And it's like these old relics that have been around this swamp, they've been there the whole time. So who's been smiling on our face the whole time? Taking the check and smiling in your face the whole time. Getting gray in there and nothing's changing. Everything's just staying the same or getting worse. Well, now mainstream media is like hotcakes right now. It's crazy. There's so much stuff being signed. The only thing that they can stop him with temporarily is these bought-off judges. But they're not the Supreme Court judges, and they're not the president. That's where people are messing up. It'd be one thing if Trump was trying to pass everybody has to eat ice cream at 2 a.m. and it'd be different. The things that he's doing is for the betterment of America. He's not even going for the people that prosecuted him. That's another scary thing. They kept talking that stuff. They kept saying that he was going to go for them. He's coming for them. All he's doing is bringing back facts to life and then searching for the money. Where's the money at? Because remember, I never took a clip. $400,000 I was awarded every year for 4 years. I never took one clip from you. Never took a dime. That says a lot. Elon Musk, what could our security cards do for him? Like, I know America's a big place, and I know it's one of the biggest and most strongest nations on earth. I know that. But I'm telling you for the record, Elon has enough money to buy like 3 different countries. He could buy 3 of them right now. No joke. Maybe even more. But there are so many like little dilapidated countries. Bro, Elon has so much money, he could buy them. He's 400 billion strong. There's countries that only bring in like maybe 2 billion a year. Like, bro, you're dealing with trillions. You're up there with China's and stuff like that. We're up there with big money. Even though Norway's kicking all of our ass right now. But it's like, we're up there with big money. Elon has enough money. Like, Elon is up there with King Tut and Massa Musa. He's up there with them. Massa Musa's record is 400 billion. That's what his money would be worth today. That's Elon Musk right now. And check this out. Here's another one for the books. Elon Musk from Africa too. It's a trip when you realize that the person who made Tesla and SpaceX and did all the PayPal stocks and X from Twitter and all that is going to go down in history as an African American. By proxy. So it's like, that's one for Black History Month like a motherfucker. He's not even dark skinned, but neither was Malcolm X. Neither was Elijah Muhammad. Neither was all them albino brothers and sisters or Albanese brothers and sisters. You gonna discredit their Africanism because they skin light? See, sometimes you talk too much. And that's to everybody on earth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're dark skinned. You gotta be African. Oh, you're light skinned. You have to be white. Sometimes we don't hear our own foolishness. But hey, maybe we won't have to. Maybe we won't have to hear about pronouns and stuff like that anymore, because people will realize, hey, what does that have to do with what do you contribute to? Are you good to your neighbors? Are you good to your neighborhood? Are you good to your job? Are you good to your brothers and sisters? Are you good to your community services, your charity works? Are you good to the children? Are you good to the women? If you're a woman, are you good to the men? Are you good to the children? Are you decent to the animal life? You know, our domesticated animals. Are you out there abusing them? I mean, a lot of things we can work on. And that's what we're doing. I give his meeting lady, I think her name's Caroline. I give her that. She said, "Yo, we trying to live by the golden rule. You know what I'm saying? We trying to treat people the way we want to be treated. That's why when it comes to tariffs, they're reciprocal. Just like your relationship, fellas, you've always wanted a reciprocal relationship. She pretty much credits the same merit that you do to the relationship. If you open the door for her, she fucking, chops your steak. It's like you reciprocate each other. You know what I'm saying? You work off each other. They're a great team. And that's what a partnership is, right? A contract, You don't want somebody, going to score for the other side, right? All right. Well, that's how we're running it. Reciprocal tariffs. Whatever you tax me, that's what I'm taxing you. So like he told the Hindus in India, you can tax as high as you want. That's exactly as high as we going. So think before you answer. You know what I'm saying? You know how they tell you, think before you speak? That's basically what Trump said. Think before you answer. Don't just hop, skip, and jump in this, because now you might be broke. We're coming back hard. We'll help our own. It's like we've been giving $59 million to luxury hotels in New York to house illegal immigrants who don't want to eat the food we give them. They want to take the free money that we give them and go buy beer and shit and drugs and fast food and act stupid in our streets. I ain't making that up. That was going on. I remember those. All that free food they gave them dudes, them little space packs. It was good food, though. I seen the pictures. It was good food. Nah, my babies can't eat that. Oh, for real. You're running from refuge. You're starving to death. You're running through all these third world countries and shit. But as soon as you get to here, the land of milk and honey, all of a sudden the food ain't no good, huh? Ain't good enough for you, huh? Oh, ain't that a mother father? Swindlers of the system. You thought they was just you. Nah. This is what happens when people tell people about corrupt stuff. Remember, you're supposed to come here to make a better life. You're supposed to want more. You're supposed to want to earn more and do better. Nah, they telling you about how to slip and fall and live off the medical system, get SSI, and leech off the brothers and sisters that get up every day, clocking in, doing their best, whether it's for their family or for themselves. That's who you're taking advantage of. Your EBT users, your Section 8s, that's who you're taking advantage of. You're taking advantage of the people that didn't ask for nothing. They just went out and got it. And then they asked for you to pat them on their back, to give them a shout out, to hook them up. They ain't asking you for nothing. All they asking you to do is get out their pocket. And I don't think any of us can say there's something wrong with that. I don't think anybody can. So as you watch these 4 years go on, let's pray for Trump. Let's give a good prayer to the spook man himself. Let's give a good prayer to the spook man, because y'all know how I am on this page. I don't believe in stuff like that. Let's give a prayer, though. Keep him good. Keep him good for 4 years. They dogged him out. They called him all types of names, called him this and that, brought him into court, tried to tear his name down, tried to take his money away, tried to disfame his brother, who was a Democrat previously. When Jesse Jackson was running for president on a Democratic ticket, Democratic Donald Trump paid for his campaign. Now, you can slime and sleeves and talk about that Central Park all you want. There was Democrat prosecutors. So what Trump was saying was the same thing them Democrats were saying that was prosecuting him. And Joe Biden was right along with him. And if Obama was around at that time, he would have been right along with him. Those are terrorists in the streets. They're raping women. Meanwhile, y'all want to get mad at Clarence Thomas, a black Republican, standing up to all these jokers, talking about all the death threats he got and everything, and still showed up in court, still didn't run. Told you right on the camera, I'm not running. You're not going to scare me. You gonna diss him the whole time. Supreme Court. Most of y'all ain't got no case that ever hit Supreme Court. Shut up. Y'all dealing with local judges. Same fools trying to block the stuff Elon trying to do. Expose y'all to where your numbers been going. Don't argue with the man that made the money without stealing from you. Argue with the people that he's trying to expose that have been stealing from you. And that's the truth. Don't be a fool your whole life. It's okay to be dumb for a little bit, but don't be dumb forever. I think we coming back. I think we is. Now it's time for new inventions. Too many remakes. Too many part 6s, 12s, 13s. It's time to get it right. And America can do it once the house is clean. See, the house has been dirty for a long time. A lot of bad influence. A lot of dirty energy. That's what people don't get. Nobody likes to walk in a room full of dirty air. You know, it's full of gunk and there's dust. You know, it's hard to breathe in there. But when you go out to a fresh lake and there's nothing but clean air and the sun is shining and the wind is blowing just right and everything's good, you get a clean sense of reality, which we are in real time. These babies are really being born. They're really eating. They're really starving. They're really getting hurt. They, you know what I'm saying? They really need education, just like grown folks. Same thing all across the board. There's oil leaks. There's accidents that happen. Mishaps in life, in society that we have to take care of. That's why we need good firemen, good policemen, good nurses, paramedics, doctors. That's why we need stuff like that. We need people that are not trying to swindle through the system. We need good lawyers and good judges. We need honest men, honest women, noble people. Well, nobility is coming through, a sense of character. What is happening in this situation? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying you're a noble person. Some people turn away. Some people act and engage. You know what I mean? Some people don't say anything. Some people speak up. Some people say a lie. Some people call out the lie. Well, for a long time, we've been dealing with the liars and the swindlers and the people that just pull out their phones. They're not going to stand up. They're not going to say something. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to change up the energy. Ain't nothing wrong with walking the old lady across the street. Ain't nothing wrong with stopping traffic so the old lady can walk across the street. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with, actually, putting down the game remote and picking up the actual basketball. Going outside, get that workout in the game time, in the, the homie time or the child time or whatever time, it's time for the change. That's what it is. I appreciate y'all joining me. Ghost. We're back, baby.